Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Shraddha and today I will explain about the respiratory system. So what is the respiratory process? This is the process by which oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out from the body. And in a healthy people, normal rate of respiration is just a 12 to 16 breath per minute. Okay. So when we talk about the phases of the respiration, there is a two phases, inspiration or expiration. And we can also called about breathe in or breathe out, or inhalation or exhalation, all are the same term. So what is the inspiration? This is a process by which air enter to the lungs from the atmosphere, and this is a active process which need energy. Okay, we need energy to breathe in like this. Okay, and exhalation or expiration is a air leaves the lungs into atmosphere, and this is just a passive process. We don't need energy for this. Okay, so now this all structure about the respiratory tract. This is respiratory tract. In the respiratory tract, main parts is the nose. This is a nostril by which air enter into the lungs. Nostril, then pharynx, then larynx, and then tracheobranchial tree. This is tracheobranchial tree, which have trachea, primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, segmental bronchi, lobar bronchi, alveolar sac, and alveoli. All are included in the tracheobranchial tree. Okay, so main the four part. First is a nostril, then pharynx, then larynx, then tracheobranchial tree. Okay, this is the respiratory passage: nasal cavity, then pharynx, larynx, tracheobranchial tree. So first we will tell about the I will tell about the nasal cavity. So nasal cavity, air passes through nostrils which enter to the right and left nasal cavity. We have two nose, so there is a two nasal cavity. Okay, enter to the nasal cavity, and then it is circulate to the pharynx. Okay, and what is the function of nasal cavity? This is a warm up and humidify the air through the mucosa. Matlab means it have in the nasal cavity there is a mucosa which prevent in a mucous membrane. Okay, which present in the mucous membrane, and it just clear and filtered the air from the dust particle. It just absorb the dust particle, and then fresh air it circulate to the pharynx. Okay, now second is the pharynx. So it is the pharynx is just like a funnel shape. Okay, you can see that, which connect to the nasal cavity to the larynx. This is the larynx. They are interconnected, and it divided into three parts. Nasal pharynx is divided into three parts, three regions: nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Nasopharynx, naso means nose, so back to the nose, it present to the back to the nose, nasopharynx. Then oropharynx, it back to the mouth, oropharynx. And laryngopharynx, it present back to the larynx. This is the oropharynx. Okay, so these are the three regions of the pharynx. Now the air circulate to the larynx. This is the larynx. So larynx is also called the sound box. Means we just talk and we have sound through this larynx. Okay, that's why it is called a sound box. It is a small passage which connected to the laryngopharynx to the trachea. Okay, and what is the function? It is a sound box. It involved in the production of the sound. It produce sound in the human being and other animals also. Okay, now it moved to the tracheobranchial tree. This is the tracheobranchial tree. This is the trachea. Trachea is a main part in the tracheobranchial tree, and this tracheobranchial tree is a combination of trachea and bronchi. Okay, so this is trachea have a C type hyoid cartilage, so that it cannot contract. Means this is you can see in the blue color. This is the hyoid cartilage which present in the trachea, so that it can't contract. Means when we breathe out, so it can't contract like this. It's just like this only. Okay, so it have C type hyoid cartilage present. Okay, so it not be contact like this. Now the trachea is open to the primary bronchi. And what is the primary bronchi? Left and right. Okay, I will explain about the next diagram. This is a tracheobranchial tree. Okay, this is a trachea. Okay, and this bifurcate into two parts from the thoracic fifth vertebrae. Okay, we have thoracic vertebrae, and from the fifth vertebrae T5, the trachea bifurcate into two primary bronchi. This is the primary bronchi, left primary bronchus. Okay, like this, there is also a right primary bronchus. This is the left primary bronchi, this is the right primary bronchi, which enter to the lungs. Okay, this is the lungs which enter to the lungs. Okay, there's a zoom figure of this part. Now it bifurcate into two parts, that is a secondary bronchi, and this now again bifurcate into so many parts. Tertiary, then now this is a tertiary bronchi, and last finally it will divide into two parts, and we can say that terminal bronchi and terminal bronchiole also. This is the bronchi, and terminal bronchi again bifurcate into respiratory bronchiole. The terminal bronchi divided into respiratory bronchiole. Here actually exchange of gases. Here 17th and 22 generation of the division. Okay, then now it is a enter to the alveolar sac or alveoli. This is the alveoli, and now it divided into alveolar duct, which is terminate to the cup like structure, that is the alveoli. It constitute the 23rd generation of the division. 23rd generation means one bronchi divided into 23rd times and make a alveoli here. It have a network of the blood capillaries which help in gaseous exchange. Okay, this is all about the tracheobranchial tree. Means the trachea divided into primary bronchi, two primary bronchi, bronchi divided into lobar bronchi, two lobar bronchi, then lobar bronchi divided into segmental bronchi, then segmental bronchi divided into terminal bronchi, then terminal bronchi divided into respiratory bronchi, and it divided into alveolar sac. Okay, and just a lobar bronchi, segmental bronchi, and terminal bronchi shows here the like the secondary bronchus. So this is all about the respiratory tract. Means it starts from the nasal cavity, then enter to the pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, and this trachea bifurcate into two primary bronchi from the T5 thoracic fifth thoracic vertebra, and it enter to the left primary bronchi, enter to the left lung, and right primary bronchi enter to the right lung. And now it bifurcate into so many part and make the alveoli, and from the alveoli and respiratory bronchiole have a main gaseous exchange from the lungs and the blood capillaries. Okay, and here's a one more term. There's a two type of respiration: internal respiration and external respiration. External respiration means the exchange of gases from the no atmosphere and the lungs. Okay, this is the external respiration. And second one is the internal respiration, means this term denote that the air exchange between the lungs and the blood capillaries. Okay, and this is the diaphragm. Okay, where is the lungs located? The lungs located in the thoracic cavity. There's a two lungs. So this is all about the respiratory passage. Thank you so much for watching.